Hey guys, I just would like to tell you a little about me today. So, first off, I was born in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. Um, um, and I was a fairly happy baby. And if you didn't know, around when I was 1 or 2, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a scar there. That's from I was dropped onto rocks, but they had to glue it up, so I have a scar on there. And so around when I was 3 or 4, so around when I was a baby, I was actually living in, not Coldstream, I guess. I think we were living on Middleton Mountain, and I was a toddler, and then we decided to, before that, way before that, we were living in Aldergrove, and, believe it or not, my parents were not at home at the time. When they got to Calgary, my mom realized she was pregnant, and, I'm here now. So, they were just, coming to, home to Aldergrove, and, anyway, so, then when I was 3-ish, 4-ish, no, 2-ish, I think, we moved to, it's a place called, Falkland, and it's a really small town, and we, lived out on the country, and I used to go to school, and, it was about a 20-30 minute drive, so I had to get up pretty early in the morning to go to school. Well, I was actually preschool, and then I went to kindergarten there, and then my dad decided that he was never really home, so he decided we were gonna go move to Vernon, which is not very far away, but it's like not even an hour, 45-minute drive, and then from there on, I was really happy there. And then my mom and dad broke up, so I had to switch, and I didn't really know who I wanted to be with. Ended up being with my mom. Barely got to see my dad because he was always at work as well, and eventually my dad was able to get custody of me, and so I lived there. And then my mom and dad were still very good friends, which you wouldn't probably think, but also, what else here? So my mama had a boyfriend, and that boyfriend wasn't very good, and he ended up actually being very abusive to my mom, and so we had to go to court and everything, and it sucked, but eventually he went to jail. It could have ended up a lot worse, we found out, so, and then not a couple years, about 1 year later, my mom and dad are still really connected, and, you know, me and dad did a lot of things together, and, then my mom ended up moving in with my dad, so it was very interesting, and they ended up being more than friends and actually spouses, and then about not even a year later, we found out that my dad had a tumor in his colon, somewhere near his colon, and it turned out that he had HIV. I didn't know this until I'm not gonna spoil it actually. I didn't find this out until he actually found out he had a tumor. But what else? Yeah, and so then I had to take a lot of trips to the hospital, and it's not good. And it turned out the doctor made a mistake. He had to get a colostomy bag. If you don't know what that is, it's hooked up to your large intestine, and then it's a bag, and then poop's supposed to go out there. And it was literally a pain in the butt, literally. And so I wasn't worried about him, but his health kept decreasing, but there was a mistake there, and it was reversed, so the poop was actually filling up in his stomach, and he kept getting intoxicated, like he kept bloating. And so one day we decided that the doctor admitted it was a mistake, and yeah, and so my mom and me were living together, and my mom said, "I don't think he's gonna survive this," and I said, "You can't give up hope, you know." And I didn't think he was gonna die, but my dad was very close to me, even though he was, you know, very, you know, even though a lot of the times he was at work, he wanted to change. He wanted to be a bus driver, and then only work a day shift. And then one day, my mom decided, and we all decided that we needed to, you know, they tried to save him, and it was too late. So the next day, they decided we have to put him in hospice. If you don't know what that is, it's basically where people go to die. So we went to go see him in hospice, and I had a counselor at the school at the time because I was going through a lot of hard stuff, and I had one ever since my dad and mom broke up. So I told her that he was going into hospice and stuff, and when I finally learned the truth of what hospice was, I was almost in tears. And this was at school, and I ended up so then my dad apparently had talked to my mom when he was in hospice, and it turned out that he wanted me to be there, and I was, and he wanted my dog there too. And there were a lot of pets, and so yeah, he was out of it. He was completely out of it. And turned out at 2 a.m. my cousin, yes, my cousin, I keep thinking auntie because she's a lot older than me, but my cousin, okay, my cousin, my dad was gay, if you didn't know. My dad was gay, so his ex was there, and the ex's mom were there, and he was able to go away pretty quick. He said he knew what it was, and my second cousin, no, second cousin was there too, and he was sleeping beside him, so yeah. And he passed away at 2 a.m. and then found out he had HIV, and my mom, we decided to live alone for 1 month, and that was really good. I ended up for Halloween, you remember Halloween, Sour Candy Bonanza, or, well, that was the day, so that was filmed. You guys can go check that out. I'm not leaving a link in the description, but, so yeah, and then, so basically, 2 months later, my grandpa decided that we should come with him, and so we go, and well, actually, I went, and then my mom stayed for a bit to take care of the house. My cat ran away, which was really upsetting, but I was able to take my dog, and then my grandma came, then my mom came, and we were living in an apartment. It was really tight, and I didn't go to a very good school. It's called Rosedale. You guys probably don't know, but I had to wear uniforms. Those sucked. I mean, they absolutely sucked. One moment, I'm just gonna move the couch here. Okay. And those sucked. And so, we moved. So, no, I moved schools. I went to Tyson. A lot of a difference. And, and that was around April, May. So, so here I am today, and I have moved. As you can see, it's not the same place. I'm not as glad as I want to be. I totally want to be back at home. One day, we'll be going back, but we have to get everything settled. Gotta get that. My mom's trying to get the lawsuit, and the funeral's gonna be at the end of the month, and or on the 29th, and then I go back to school on September 8th. I'm excited for it. I realize, screw summer, It's like, my last year of elementary school. And I'm gonna go into middle school, and maybe by the end of 7th grade, I'll be able to go back and I'll see my friends again, but that's crazy. And 1 year, I'll be in middle school, getting ready to go to middle school, and it's crazy. And what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I might be going to I might be going to PAX Prime, which I'm excited. I'm gonna do a vlog, and I'm probably gonna hopefully get a little bit of recording in with me and some YouTubers if I go. I'm not saying I will go. Most likely I will. It's in Seattle. I don't know what I'm doing there. It's just Seattle. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. Peekaboo, I kill you. No, okay. Anyways, guys, bye.